Michelle Krasowski wants a dislike button on Facebook to dislike Facebook, or at least the way the company tends to roll out its new features, by blunt force. As a librarian in California's Silicon Valley, she was concerned when Facebook started controlling more aggressively how often posts appeared in news feeds.
It can be really frustrating because just as soon as you get used to the newest format, it's like they go and change it on you again, and you don't always have the option to say, hold on, I don't like the way this works or the way this looks.
Michelle is not alone. Support for a dislike button, which Facebook does not have, has been steady and significant over the years. The Facebook page to support a dislike button numbers over 3 million likes.
If somebody has something bad happen to them in their lives or something tragic, I don't want to like that story, I want to dislike it.
So failing the bar exam again, or getting sick, or eating a bad burrito are events to, according to this view, dislike. For its part, Facebook, which did not respond to inquiries about this story, has incentive not to have a dislike button. Likes are heavily integrated into its ad infrastructure, likeonomics, as it's been called.
They want people to advertise on their site, so they might not want people to have the chance to give those advertisers negative reviews. But the like button is not just used for products.
Others say Facebook encourages a culture of openness and sharing, as long as it's positive and not negative.
Being positive is baked into the DNA of Facebook. I mean, they officially support happiness, but they just seem to tolerate unhappiness and not really sure what to do with it.
Professor Dean Terry at the University of Texas at Dallas, along with his students, has, like others, created an end run to a dislike button. They've come up with a Facebook app called Enemy Graph, which has about 50,000 users, as a way of critiquing Facebook's social philosophy.
It allows you to list pretty much anything in the Facebook universe, which is almost anything in the world, as a so-called enemy. And right now, I think the top enemy is Justin Bieber, and the next one is Internet Explorer 6.
Users can rate their enemies, choose an arch enemy, and share that bit of social data with their friends. But only those with the app can see friends' enemy lists.
Their philosophy is based on the way they've structured their business in order to make money, and that's fine. But it's also become a kind of a public space. And so in that public space, I think we want a wider range of expression.
They should understand that not everything in the world is so rosy. Not everything in the world is just about being liked. So I think that the platform could mature with its user group.
One criticism of a dislike button is the potential for bullying. But Professor Terry says most people don't really use his application to dislike people they know personally.
Hardly anyone's using that way. About 94% of our users are listing well-known things, including things like, by the way, raisins, and then from one end, on the sort of humorous end, and then they're also listing things like racism.
Also, to many, Facebook is already a forum for complaints and whining. But others argue that if there were an easy dislike button, people wouldn't feel so inclined to constantly go to the trouble of whining in Facebook posts.
People are not always nice on Facebook, and they often express things that are difficult or dark, but there's no platform-specific way of doing that.
They want to encourage people to share, so the easier they make it for you to just like one-off click a button that says dislike, then it's just that much easier for you to build this sharing of disliking things.
The ultimate irony for Professor Terry's enemy graph?
A few people have decided they don't like our project, which is fine, but in order for them to say that and to interact with us on Facebook, they have to like our page.